Good morning children. Today we have to start exercise 8.3. Here we have to compare between the decimal numbers. So before comparison I would like to tell you about like decimals and unlike decimals and how to compare the decimal numbers. Suppose beta these are the decimal numbers I have given you, right? In these decimal number you have to tell me whether these are like or unlike. First of all I would like to tell you कि how can you judge कि these are like or unlike decimals. You have to look at the decimal part of the number, decimal part, whether the number of digits in the decimal parts, number of digits I am saying, number of digits in the decimal part if are same, then these decimal number are said to be like decimals. But if the decimal, the number of digits in the decimal part are different, like here in the decimal part we have only 2 digits and here in the decimal part we have 3 digits, so these are unlike decimals. Okay, I hope now the difference between like and unlike decimals is clear to you. I repeat, if the number of digits in the decimal part are same, then these decimals are called like decimals, and if the number of digits in the decimal part are different, like here we have 2 digits in the decimal part and here we have 3, so these are unlike decimals. Now before comparison you have to convert unlike decimals into like decimals. And how can we do that? We have to put a 0 in the end to make the number of digits in the decimal part equal. Now here I have 3 digits, here also I have 3 digits. So these decimals are said to be like decimals. Now come to exercise question number 1, which is greater. So 0.3 and 0.4. First of all you have to convert the decimal numbers into like decimals. Here we can see here is 1 digit in the decimal part, here also is 1 digit. So these are like decimals. Now how you have to compare? First compare the whole part. In whole part we have 0. So we cannot compare with the help of whole part because both are equal. Now look at 10th place. Here we have 3. Here we have 4. So which is greater, 3 or 4? Obviously 4. So 0.4 is greater. Look at B part, 0.07 or 0.02. Now again these are like decimals as the number of digits in the decimal part are equal, 2 and 2. So first compare whole part, it is 0, it is also 0. Chalo 10th place par chalte hain. Again this is 0, this is 0. Now look at 100th place, this is 7 and this is 2. So 7 is greater than 2, so 0.07 is greater. Now 3 or 0.8. Here this 3 has no decimal part, so we have to make it. We have to make these two numbers like decimals. So I'll make the decimal part myself. So I will put a decimal and a 0 for making it a like decimal. Now here we have 1 digit in the decimal part, here again we have 1 digit in the decimal part. Now compare first the whole part. Here it is 3, here it is 0. So 3 is greater, so this 3.0 is greater than 0.8. Now 0.5 or 0.05. Make, these are unlike decimals. We have to make unlike decimals into like. So here we have 2 digits in the decimal part, here we have only 1. So what I will do, I'll put 0 in the last to make it like decimal. Now compare. First compare whole part, 0, 0. Whole part, both have both the digits in the whole part is equal. So compare 10th place digit, 5, here 0. So 5 is greater than 0, so this number is greater. 1.23, 1.2. पहले सबसे पहले आपको like decimal में convert करना है. I have put 0 here. अब दोनों के decimal part में we have 2 digits. अब compare करिए whole part को, 1, 1. सेम है. नेक्स्ट चलते हैं नेक्स्ट प्लेस पर, 10th प्लेस 2, 2. ये भी सेम है. नेक्स्ट चलते हैं 100th प्लेस पर, 3, 0. So 3 is greater. So this 1.23 is greater than 1.20. 0.099 or 0.19. Now These are unlike decimals. We have to convert them into like decimals by putting a 0 in the end. Okay. So 0.099, 0.19, 0 compare whole part, it is 0, 0, same. 10th place पर चलते हैं 0 and 1. Now 1 is greater, so this number is greater. 1.5 or 1.50. First convert into like decimals by putting 0 here. So 1.50, 1.50 both are equivalent decimals, equal हैं दोनों. 1.431 और 1.490 दोनों के दोनों लाइक डेसिमल्स हैं, बिल्कुल 3 डिजिट्स हैं. यहाँ पर भी डेसिमल पार्ट में, यहाँ भी 3 डिजिट्स हैं. लेट्स कंपेयर. पहले होल पार्ट कंपेयर करते हैं बेटा. 1 1 10th प्लेस, 4 4 सेम है. आगे चलते हैं 100 प्लेस पे. यहाँ 3 है, यहाँ 9 है. 9 इज़ ग्रेटर, तो 1.490 इज़ ग्रेटर देन 1.431. नाउ 3.3 and 3.300. फर्स्ट कन्वर्ट इनटू लाइक डेसिमल बाय पुटिंग 0. तो यू कैन सी हियर बोथ आर इक्वल. 5.64 और 5.603. Convert into like decimals by putting 0 here. Now first whole part, compare whole part. 5 5 same है. आगे चलते हैं 10th place पर 6 6. These are also same. Now 100 place 4 0. Now this is greater as 4 is greater than 0. So this is greater. So complete exercise 8.3.